Hey, what's going on out there, everybody? Andrew here, Touring Midwest. Just recording a little video here. We are actually, I just hooked up sent a Bluetooth 20S on Gavin's helmet, so we're trying that out. He's hanging out back there. Can you hear me, Gav? Alright. I don't know if your audio will come through this way or not, but we'll figure. Yep. So I think we're actually going to just take a little ride and I don't know, see where it takes us. I do have the new tent with, and I really want to do like a video about that, kind of checking it out for the first time, setting it up, and kind of give my thoughts on it, how I chose it and all that. So we may head out to the park and try that. I got my state park pass the other weekend, or actually it was on a Monday. Grant from Ride Out of the Darkness was through town here, and he stayed at the state park, so I rode out there, and I've been wanting to buy a pass for the bike anyways. I just haven't because I guess I haven't really had the extra $35 to spend on a park pass. So now that I did, I reckon I should probably use it. So this is all new for Gav because he's never had the opportunity to use Bluetooth so we can communicate. So it's kind of cool. I think we're going to try and do a ride yet this summer and do some camping over a weekend or whatever. So that'll be cool because then him and I can stay in communication during the ride. So, and it's been so long since I paired a set of sentence together, I couldn't even remember how to do it. I had to look it up. Once I looked it up and actually paired them correctly, I was just letting them run through the pairing cycle. But what you got to do is you get two of them going to connect, and then as soon as they go into, as soon as they're both into pairing mode, you just push the button on one of them. So I pushed the button on mine and it connected right away. That's all there was to it. So that's not bad. So yeah. Now when I was out here last week, out to the state park, man, that main road going in isn't bad because it's tar. But the roads in the campgrounds were horrible. I did not care for trying to ride through those. But I think, you know, they try to take care of them, but we've had so much rain and stuff lately, they're just trashed. But yeah, normally the state parks in Minnesota are very, very well maintained. They're always kept up nice, and the roads are generally good, and all that, you know. So, but I don't know, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if budgets are down and they can't afford to do anything, even though they just raised the entry prices to get into the park. It was $20 for motorcycles, $30 for cars. Now it's $30 for motorcycles, $35 for cars. So we don't get much of a break anymore. And oh yeah, and then I hit these tracks the other day too. Oh, like going the other way. Oh, I thought I was gonna break the bike when I hit those tracks. But that's not on the state park. So anyway, well then I got out here and bought my pass and everything to visit Grant, and then he texted me and said he's at Taco John's. So he was in town. So I just ended up, I had told him not to hurry at all, you know, so I rode around out here a little bit, and I was going to meet him at his campsite, but then we decided to meet up in town. So it worked out. Either way, now I've got my pass, I just have to use it, and it's good until July next year. So because it is, she gave me the July punch because they're always good for 12 months. So she gives me the July punch, and let's oh, she gave me the July punch because she said we were close enough to July. So it's good for 12 months, and I'll get to, so I can ride out here all the way through the first part of next season. See if there's any deer out here. See any deer, Gavin? I think there was some over there. Anyway, I like riding out here. You know, I have a lot of memories of coming out here as a kid. We used to camp all the time when I was a kid, so we'd be out here, you know, several weekends every season. So I've probably camped in, you know, most of the campsites out here. And yeah, so I have fond memories of this state park, and many of the others too. You know, at one time we had visited all of them. So yeah, and it's really cool coming out here because, I mean, once you get out here and you get your campsite set up and all that, you kind of feel like, you know, you might as well be 150 miles away from home, because it just feels like it. You know, you're out with nature, and in all reality, it's, you know, less than 10 minutes from town, probably 5-6 minutes from town. So this is where things get a little bit hairy, when the pavement ends and the gravel begins. So we'll just see how it is. I'm going to try and get out to the point out there on Big Island. So this is the Big Island area, and this was actually the original campgrounds for the state park. Sometime in the last 38 years, they opened up the campground in the White Fox area. I think actually the road's already better here. See how it is back here. Out back here by the lake and the boat landing. So yeah, White Fox is actually really nice too. One of my first videos for the channel, I actually did a ride through of this state park, myre-big Island State Park. That was the other thing. There was a name change several years ago, because originally it was Myre State Park, and then they changed the name to myre-big Island. And I don't remember what the reason for that was, but that's what happened. I remember it. And most of us probably still call it Myre State Park, because that's what we're used to. And change is hard. People walking their dogs. I was going to try and do a tent review back here, but if there's people back here, I don't really want to.
I wonder when we're going to do another restaurant video.
Yeah, we need to do that. Definitely need to do that.
We haven't seen a restaurant video in a long time.
No, we haven't. So that's the other thing nice about being out here. Like at Minnesota State Parks, you can actually fish even without a fishing license, as long as you've got a pass to be in the park. So I mean, like, I haven't bought a fishing license yet this year, but if Gavin and I really wanted to fish, I could just come out here, because I've paid that $35 for the state park pass, and that gives me the ability to fish in the state park without a valid fishing license. So, man, I never, like, it's like the first thing I used to do. Like, as soon as the opening season was like here, like as soon as I could get a New Year's fishing license, I would just go get one. But I mean, I used to fish all the time, and it's like now hardly ever fish. So that's kind of a bummer. I love fishing, but you know, it's also like, how many hobbies, like, you can't do all the hobbies you want to do. Like, I love motorcycling, so like my money goes towards motorcycle stuff, my time goes towards motorcycle stuff. I used to love fishing, so all my money and time went towards fishing. That was just what I was into, you know. So being able to do both, it's like, man, I guess if I had time and money, it wouldn't be an issue. But it's like, right now I feel like there's not enough hours in the day, because besides working full-time, over full-time, I've got touring Midwest, got videos to make, got to keep up with social media. I always got to keep time for Gavin, because that's just my favorite thing to do. Yesterday we went to a movie. Today we're hanging out on the motorcycle. And we'll be doing a camping trip sometime here this summer too. So, like, definitely, I mean, Gavin's my main priority, so that's just that. But it's like, there's not time in the day for everything. Work takes up so much time, and then you just have to schedule everything else around that. That sun is probably totally ruining this video. So I really wanted to do a tent review, but maybe I'll have to wait till a weekday when there's not so much going on. But I haven't even set up that tent yet, so I want to, like, check it out, you know. Yeah, I might have to invest in a dark shade for this helmet. I am wearing my sunglasses inside the helmet. This is my Sena Momentum light. And one of the videos I saw, I think it might have been by Chase on Two Wheels, he was complaining about not being able to wear sunglasses inside the helmet, but it doesn't bother me a bit. Like, I can't even tell they're there, so I don't know. I guess it's probably different for everybody. That's why reviews are so hard. You kind of have to take reviews with a grain of salt, you know. Like, I mean, yeah, you know, granted, I look up reviews for everything, but don't just take the first thing you hear and use that. Make sure you look at several different reviews, because my review on something is going to be completely different as somebody else's review on something. And really, it's kind of like taste. It's subjective. So opinions are subjective, because that's all they are, you know. So I want to try and bring you guys, like, my honest opinion, but it's still my opinion. No matter how neutral the reviews are, no matter how much it's just my feelings on a product, that's all it is my you know. So I do encourage you, don't, like, just totally take my advice on things. Don't totally take somebody else's advice on things, you know. Weigh the differences in opinions, and if it sounds good to you, then try it. That's all you could do. That's all I do. I know sometimes we just look for reviews that say what we want them to say, so then we can go out and buy what we want, and that's fine, because you might like it, you might not, but really the best way to know is to try it anyways, even if it's a huge investment. I mean, that's just, you know, what are you gonna do? It's just the way it is. So we need to remember to slow way down over these tracks so we don't die. Because I mean, it is you kind of come down this hill, then you hit those tracks and it's like just boom, like I don't know, it hurts. Like I seriously thought that I was gonna break something on the bike. So we'll slow way down here, take it in first. Yep, see, and that was slow, and it was still a good bump. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna get off this thing and talk to Gav on our way home. So yeah, I appreciate you coming on the ride with us. We will catch you in the next video from Touring Midwest. Y'all stay safe out there. And I had something new I was gonna start saying, but I can't remember what it was. What was it? Oh, it's like my new thing that I was gonna start saying, dang it. Oh well.